In the Horn of Africa lies a small nation. But don't let its size fool you. This tiny country of less than 1 million people is home to some of the most powerful militaries on Earth. Djibouti sits at one of the most important crossroads in the world, where the Red Sea meets the Gulf of Aden. This narrow waterway, the Bab-el-Mandeb Strait, is one of the world's busiest shipping lanes. Every year, millions of barrels of oil and billions of dollars in trade pass through it. Control this route, and you influence global commerce. Djibouti's story of foreign military presence began long before modern geopolitics. In the late 19th century, France colonized the region, calling it French Somaliland. When Djibouti gained independence in 1977, France didn't leave. It kept a major military base, its largest in Africa, to protect shipping lanes and maintain influence in its former colony. Even today, around 1,500 French troops remain stationed here, providing regional security and training missions across East Africa. States looked for a place to launch counter-terrorism operations in the region. Djibouti offered exactly what Washington needed: stability, proximity, and access to the Middle East and East Africa. So, in 2002, the U.S. established Camp Lemonnier, its only permanent military base in Africa. From here, American drones and special forces operate across Somalia, Yemen, and beyond. It's a crucial hub for surveillance, counterterrorism, and intelligence, all from a nation smaller than some U. But the United States and France aren't alone. Djibouti is, well, a crowded neighborhood of global powers. The United Kingdom maintains a smaller presence, part of its joint logistics support with allies in the region, especially for anti-piracy missions off the Somali coast. Then came Saudi Arabia, which opened a base to strengthen its operations in nearby Yemen, just across the Red Sea. For Riyadh, Djibouti provides a forward position for regional defense and influence. But the biggest newcomer, and yeah, perhaps the most controversial, is China. In 2017, Beijing opened its first-ever overseas military base in Djibouti, just a few miles from the American one. Officially, China calls it a logistics facility, meant to support peacekeeping and anti-piracy missions, but its scale tells another story. With deep-water docks, helicopters, and the capacity to host thousands of troops, China's presence here marks its first real step into global military projection. And they cheo bry and they di inach outnai and scanim and the tai and do the den. Nowhere else on Earth do American and Chinese forces operate so close to each other. This unique situation brings both opportunity and risk. Even Russia has expressed interest in establishing a base seeking to regain influence in Africa's strategic corridors, while plans have not yet materialized. Every major power sees Djibouti as a golden gateway. Why does Djibouti welcome them all? For one, money. Each base brings millions of dollars in rent and investment. The United States alone pays around $63 million per year for Camp Lemonnier. These funds help sustain Djibouti's economy and infrastructure. In a country with few natural resources, foreign militaries also bring jobs, technology, and trade partnerships. The government of Djibouti has cleverly positioned the country as a neutral host, and then open to all, aligned with none. Another key reason is security. Djibouti sits next to unstable neighbors, Somalia, Eritrea, and Yemen. In just a few decades, Djibouti transformed from a quiet desert outpost into one of the most militarized pieces of land in the world. It's a living chessboard, where the United States, China, France, and others all move their pieces carefully, watching one another. For Djibouti's leaders, balancing these global powers is a delicate act. Too much reliance on one side could create pressure from the other. the country has managed to keep everyone satisfied, for now. From a distance, Djibouti might seem small, a mere dot on the map, but on the world stage, it's a vital crossroad of power, trade, and in this tiny corner of Africa, the world's great powers watch, wait, and prepare, side by side.